People ask me all the fucking time, how do I get on video and be comfortable doing video all the time? And I'm gonna give you a little secret thing that I never used to give out. It's like probably, I made $1.2 million in cash within 3 years of the first 3 years of my business by doing this very secretive thing that I'm about to reveal to you for free. So you're welcome. Okay, you ready for it? You just fucking do it. 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 And you start by creating the videos, and you don't show anybody at first. And then you go back and you watch the videos, and you look at it both from a critical perspective, and then you look at it from a affirming perspective. Like if you weren't, say you weren't you. If you were being critical of me, for example, would you be as harsh on me as I would be on me? Most likely not, unless you're just a total asshole. And most likely, if you are a total asshole, you're being more of an asshole to yourself than you are actually to me. So I want you to remember those things and like really think about it, because you might think that you're unattractive. You might think that you're whatever, or stupid, or you ramble, or you can't get your shit together. You can't think of anything to say. Instead, start doing videos, okay? Write down your criticism to yourself and write down your approval of yourself and look at it. And then the third time, go back and watch these videos and think to yourself, construction is driving me crazy. It's literally driving me insane. It's not driving me insane, I don't want to say that, but you get my whole drift. Anyway, so you go back through again, and this time what you want to do is you want to look at it from a balanced perspective, where it's like, okay, maybe she isn't the sexiest thing on the planet, or maybe she rambles at times, or maybe she does this, but is she giving good content? Is she actually showing up and doing the work? Is she actually giving value? Is she actually, despite the fact that she might ramble around in circles, is she helping me in some way? Is there a message here? And the thing is that if you practice enough, you're gonna be able to give value. You're gonna be able to deliver your message. You're gonna be able to get the fuck over yourself and show up. The next thing that I recommend that you do, excuse me, sparkling water makes you burp, is you want to be very authentic. That's a little side note. Is I recommend this. I had my ex-boyfriend, my boyfriend at the time, we had created a Facebook group together that was just the two of us. And I decided to post videos in front of him. And I remember how nervous I was and how horrified I was and how like ashamed I was and all the bullshit that happens when you're, first doing video, when you're like, oh my God, what's wrong with me, blah, 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 blah. But the first initial part of being afraid of people seeing me was kind of removed, because it was kind of like, well, it's my boyfriend, and you would think that it would be less scary, but really it wasn't less scary, because it's like, oh my God, my boyfriend, he's, just, he gets to see this. And it started to get easier and easier, because that first initial point of saying, hi, this is me to the world, it began with one person, but I was actually showing up and doing it. The next thing that I recommend that you do is practice again. Go through the cycle again. And I would go through it 3 times with 30 1 to 5 minute videos. And if you do about 95-minute videos, you're going to feel way more relaxed. If you actually go through your material and you actually do those things, you're going to be somebody who can get on camera, talk about value, and realize that you can literally go blank. And if you're just being yourself, it's not gonna matter, especially if you have something brilliant to say to the world. And the last thing, I have run into this with clients all across the board. What kind of content do I create? How do I know what content to do? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If you and I were sitting here having a glass of wine or sparkling water or whatever the hell it is that you drink, and you were going to, and you could help me with something that you are deeply passionate about, if you can't sit here with me for like 48 hours and tell me everything that you know about that specific topic, then maybe you might want to go do more research. Maybe you actually might want to rethink what your message is. Maybe you might want to actually rethink that you're actually not being honest with yourself and admitting that you actually have plenty to say. So whatever it is that you would say to me about helping me with whatever it is, that's the content that you provide. That's what you do. That's how you show up. Period, the end. So that's my like $1 million advice about creating videos. Did video marketing, pretty much sold $1 million worth of stuff pretty much via video. I don't do sales calls. I suck at sales calls. And I barely wrote any emails until like the second year of my business. So I had brought in about at least $600,000 in just video marketing. So take my advice. Lots of love.